The Eye Care Program. 35 years of alcohol, drug abuse, and violence prevention. Serving the East Baton Rouge Parish community since 1981. Thank you for joining us for Eye Care Live today. Today our guest is Miss Sarah Parker. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me, Dana.
She's from the Louisiana Governor's Office, and she's here today to talk about the LIFE program. Tell us more about the LIFE program.
Well, first of all, thank you for having me, Dana. I'm honored to be here to serve on behalf of the youth of our state. The LIFE program is a youth development program implemented through the governor's office. LIFE stands for Louisiana Youth for Excellence, and so it is our main goal to promote positive youth development across the state. And we do that by teaching leadership skills, goal setting, character building, and really empowering our youth to make positive life choices.
Great. So, tell us a little bit about yourself and what led you to the LIFE program.
Empowering youth and I guess taking on some of the challenges that they face every day has been a passion of mine for some time now. And being a mother of a young teenage girl now has sort of given me that additional inspiration. So I've been with the LIFE program just this year, and I'm excited for all of the new goals that we've set for this program, for all of the new initiatives that we're embracing. Our Governor John Bell Edwards,
Yes,
is committed to making youth a priority in Louisiana, and I'm grateful to have someone like that leading us in what we do.
Can you tell us a little bit about the challenges that you see youth facing today that the LIFE program would directly address or impact?
Sure. Well, as we all know, the youth today are growing up in a day and age that is much different from what you and I grew up in. With the boom of the internet and electronic devices that our kids have access to, they're exposed to a whole new world of, I won't say danger, but that's what it is.
Yes.
Risky situations that they may not have faced, years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And so with that comes a greater responsibility that they are bearing, and that I believe we as adults and parents and the community should help them bear as well. And so LIFE wants to address a lot of the challenges that we see our youth facing, whether it's unplanned teen pregnancy, the increasing rate of teen STIs, which are sexually transmitted infections, the rates of HIV that are so high in this state, as well as things that we don't hear much about, like the human trafficking or the childhood obesity rates that we face here in Louisiana, as well as the mental health state of our youth. And so through our program, we want to offer resources and a helping hand to those who are currently serving youth. So existing programs and community organizations like iCare, as well as schools, faith-based organizations, and even just reaching out directly to parents who need to be connected with the right resources in order to help the youth that they that are in their lives. And so these everyday challenges that our youth face, like I said, are something that I feel we have a responsibility to help them with. I love what First Lady Donna Edwards says quite often, and that is that Louisiana's youth are our youth. They're our children, and we have a responsibility to do everything we can to help them face these challenges and
Absolutely.
overcome.
And she's an educator, right?
She is. That's her
Right.
history. So.
Well, can you tell us how the community can access your program, or how do you reach the community? How does the program reach the community?
Great. Well, Life sort of operates as a liaison. So we, although we're not, our primary role is not as the service provider. We are more of a resource for existing organizations and schools. So what we do is we provide various things like we have abstinence education curriculum that we provide to schools and organizations across the state. It's completely at no cost to the organization. We provide that to them, and we also facilitate the training of the people in your organization. So that's one thing that we do. We also offer motivational materials, resource guides, so that if a youth is in trouble, then they know exactly who to call, what web page they can go to, what trusted adult they have in their corner that they can contact. And so we sort of bundle all of those connections, all of those resources together, and provide that to whoever needs it. Another thing that we do is offer parental involvement seminars, parenting 101, I guess, for the new age,
Yes.
right? And like we mentioned before, our children are facing things like, things on social media that we don't even know exist sometimes. And so Life has devised and developed a program where we sort of get parents in tune with some of the things that their kids are utilizing through social media and online connectivity, and help them start those conversations that are just necessary between parents and their children. And so we provide seminars along that nature, as well as some things like you all provide anti-bullying. And one thing that we are actually about to roll out is a life retreat where, and we're looking for youth right now across the state, shining youth who would love to provide their input to their needs and challenges as young people in this state. And so it will be sort of a getaway for them that we will provide at a campus where they'll stay for a few days, sort of have a think tank atmosphere, and there will be some team building, some leadership development, and we really want to hear directly from our youth. And so we're going to provide them that opportunity. So if you know of anyone who you think may be benefit from that experience or may have something positive to offer, we want to hear from our youth. And so that's something that we're getting ready to roll out soon. And so if they want to hear more about that, I can give them our contact information.
Absolutely. That all sounds so exciting. How can we contact you?
So Life has a webpage through the governor's office, and that webpage is gov.louisiana.gov /page/life, and I'm sure they'll have that up for you on the screen. But they can also reach us by phone if you know of anyone who, a young person or even an adult who wants to volunteer their time or services, or wants to have access to any of the resources that we have at Life. They can contact us at 225-219-4401.
And I'm sure we'll have that up on the screen. We really thank you. Is there anything else you would like to offer so that the community could get involved? Because I'm sure once
if there is a need, we're here to address it. So if there's anything that we haven't thought of yet, we encourage the public, whether you are a school counselor, whether you are active in your church, or if you're just the candy lady on your block in your neighborhood and you know some kids who could benefit from having a positive impact on their lives. We have access to programs and resources that can help, and we want to make, like I said, a positive impact on the youth in our state. And so please feel free to reach out to us for any need that you may have, because we're here to make a positive change. It's Life's mission to educate, inspire, to guide, and to empower our youth. And so we're here to do that with and for you.
Well, we thank you so much for what you have informed us of. We are so excited. I really am excited about the Life program, because as you know, in our city we have high rates of at-risk youth, and we are just really grateful to know that there's a resource out there like Life that has so many appendages, if you will, into what is going on in the lives of our youth and what puts them at risk. So we thank you so much for joining us for iCare Live today.
Thank you.
And we wish you well.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.